Now watch the Israelites. Watch the Israelites, because God is so good and beautiful that not only in Scripture does he show us one aspect of it, but he shows us the other as well. We know of one generation that got to the promised land. We're about to read it, and they had one reaction. And then God brings them once more roundabout to the same door that was opened, and they have a completely different reaction. And we get to choose which one we're going to be like. I mean, that's the wisdom of God putting both these in. We can choose who we want to be like. Group A or B? A didn't get the promise, B did. Which one you want? A got in their heads, the other got in their hearts. Which one you going to do? As for me, I'm going to get more in my heart and less in my head. Watch what I'm talking about. Numbers. Chapter 13, verse 27. They gave Moses this account. They got through the wilderness to the promised land. They sent spies right into the land just to see if it was like God said it was going to be. And they gave Moses this account, verse 27. We went into the land to which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Like, it's for real. It's exactly what God said it was going to be. Here is its fruit. But, that word, I'm telling you, has killed more dreams and promises than anything else. Like, but. And generally, it doesn't come from the one originally that is about to get the promise. It comes from someone else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's it. I'm just going to take my own personal. That sounds good, but you want the one to do it. Yeah, that sounds good, but you don't talk right for this. Yeah, it sounds good, but you talk a little fast for the churches around here. Yeah, it sounds good, but how are you going to do what you say God's going to do through you? Yeah, it sounds good, but. And you see what they're doing? They're trying to put rational thought into a heart. And you got to be on guard with that heart, I'm telling you, because you let that but sit in there, you let that but get in that heart. And I'm telling you, I don't care how open that door is, you won't walk through it. Because all of a sudden you think you know how this is going to end up before you even willing to fight for it. Because someone else you allowed to speak in against what God has spoke to you. The promises he gave you, they still wide open, but you let a little, but it ain't for you, nullify them. And that's what these gentlemen are doing for the whole assembly. They sent a handful, 2 handfuls of spies out, and they ruined it for everyone because everyone else accepted what they say. The but. It's exactly like God said, but. And right there at that word, there wasn't but 2 gentlemen step up and say, shut your face. I don't want to hear nothing about a but. It is exactly what God said it is. But the rest of them heard this. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of the Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev, the Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country, and the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan. Of course they do. God said they were there before they left Egypt. The land of the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Canaanites. He labeled them before they got there. God ain't surprised by this, but all of a sudden, oops, we are? And that's what, like, when you about to face what you about to face, God ain't surprised. So if he ain't surprised, don't you be shocked about it either. You stand bold and firm what your God has promised you. Don't you be caught off guard because your God is not caught off guard. But watch. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, I don't want to hear nothing about that. We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. But, there's that word again. The men who had gone up with him said, we can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are. And they spread among the Israelites a bad report about the land they had explored. And just like that, a wide open door was not gone through. How did it happen? They were more in their head than their heart. And God says we don't walk like that. We walk by faith, not by sight.